Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes with Phil. It's not just Tuesday. It's a brand new month with a brand new episode of 5 Minutes with Phil. It is August. Can you believe that? Where has the summer gone? Here we are now at the beginning of August. It's a brand new month. And my goodness, I wonder if it's flying for you like it is for me. Let me know in the comments, okay? Wow, great to have you. And I want to direct our attention today to a time where Jesus was talking to his disciples. And it's kind of we're kind of nearing the end of Jesus' ministry and life. And now the disciples don't know that, but Jesus is kind of sharing some pretty profound things with the disciples, and they also apply to us as well. And in John chapter 16, he makes a brutally honest statement that I think it's healthy for us to hear and digest in our own lives. Why don't you join me in taking a look at this? In John 16, verse 33, Jesus says this, "I've told you all this so that you may have peace in me. Here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows, but take heart, because I have overcome the world." Now, there's a few key thoughts that I want to give you today, okay? Jesus starts this verse off for us by telling the disciples and also telling us that we are to have peace. He wants us to have peace in our lives, but here's the key, okay? He said, you need to have peace in me. We need to have peace in Jesus. You see, I've met a lot of people who have tried to find peace and happiness in their lives, and what do? They try to find it maybe through some earthly relationship, a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or maybe through making more money or not. Maybe something as bad as like an addictive behavior or drugs, alcohol. It could be all over the place. And a lot of times people try to find their peace in the wrong place. And Jesus emphasized, look, if you want real peace in your life, that's through me. That's what Jesus is saying to us. True peace comes through Christ. And before we say anything else, let's remember who our true source of peace is. It's Jesus. It's Jesus. But he goes on, and this is the real brutally honest part that maybe we don't even like to hear, but he says, here on earth you will have many trials and sorrows. Yay. Nobody wants to hear that, okay? But Jesus said, look, you're going to have trials, you're going to have difficulties, you're going to have hard times. And if anybody tried to sell you on the idea that following Jesus means you'll never have any troubles or you'll never have any problems, they were incorrect. It's just not true. Jesus himself contradicts that with what he just said. So even though we follow Jesus Christ, life can still get messy. Life can still get very hard. Things can be really difficult at times. And it doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It doesn't mean that you've somehow sinned, and because of your sin, God's getting you back now because you were less than perfect, or you did something wrong, or you disobeyed, so now he's going to send hardship your way. I don't think that's the way God operates. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. And if you're in that space today where you're going through a tough time, but you're still trying to serve the Lord, you're in great company. Jesus told his followers that was going to happen. And here's how we cope with it. It's the end of this verse. He says this, but take heart, because I have overcome the world. So nothing that I face is greater than Jesus. And nothing that I go through, no difficulty, no trial, no sorrow, nothing is greater than Jesus. It might even seem that way because it's so hard and so emotional, and Jesus gets that. In fact, the book of Isaiah says that Jesus was a man who was acquainted with sorrow. He was acquainted with grief. He feels what you're feeling. He knows what you're going through. But remember this. He has overcome the world. So he's overcome what you're facing. His power is greater. And so you can still find peace in the midst of it through him. And I want you to be encouraged with that today. Your peace is available to you. Rely on Jesus for it and let him supply that for you. Okay? All right. Gotta let you go. We love you. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. And Lord willing, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.